Hello learners, hope you all are doing well. Learners, in our previous video, we have seen what are tenses, types of tenses and also importance of tenses. And in this video, we are going to focus on present tense. So let's get started. I have a task for you. Imagine yourself as a news reporter and you have to describe what is happening around you, how you are going to start your news report. Say for example, you are standing outside a railway station and you have to describe the scene of the platforms, how you will start your report. First of all, you will introduce yourself. You will say, I am so and so. Today I am standing here at the busy railway station and I am here to tell you about the scenes which is happening around me. I can see some people carrying heavy baggages. I can see some people rushing towards the platforms and also some people rushing towards the stairs to catch their train. So students, whatever you are reporting, that is happening at present and that is present tense. Now let's understand present tense in detail. Present tense is used to describe actions that are currently happening like the railway platform, and they are habitual as well. We'll try to understand this in detail with examples now. Say for example, I wake up at 7 a.m. This is a habitual action. This is your habit. Every day you wake up at 7 a.m. This is an example of present tense. Also, when we look at another example which says, she is reading a book. So this event is happening right now. So whatever is happening right now also comes under present tense. Now let's try to understand why is present tense important. First of all, it is important in conversations, talking about your daily routines, facts and observations as you were reporting the scene outside the railway station. Also, present tense is important from academic writing point of view. Say you have to express general truths and scientific facts, then you use present tense. Also, it is important in storytelling. When you have to engage your readers, you use present tense while telling a story. It's time for us to understand the types of present tense. As you can see on your screens, there are 4 further types of present tense. First is simple, which expresses habitual and fixed actions, routines, general truths and your schedules. Like I wake up at 7 a.m. That is a part of your schedule. Also, it is a habitual action. So that is simple present tense. When we talk about continuous, they are ongoing actions which are happening now or around the moment. When you were reporting the scene outside the railway platform, that was in continuous tense. Now let's talk about perfect tense. They are completed actions or past actions, but they are relevant to the present as they have just now completed. Just when I am speaking, they have just now completed. So that becomes perfect tense. Also, when we talk about perfect continuous tense, they are continuous actions which started in the past, but they are still ongoing. It's time for us to now understand the rules for present tense. They are, for simple, subject plus base verb. That means you have to add s or es to the base verb when you frame a sentence in simple present tense. The example is there on your screens, like she walks to school. So here we have added s to the verb. Now let's understand the rule for making continuous tenses. You have to add am, is, are. Also, ing form of the verb is used. Say for an example, she is walking to school. So we have used ing form of the verb. Also we have used is as per the subject. Now let's understand the rule for perfect tenses. You have to use has or have plus past participle, also known as third form of the verb. Let's see it through an example. She has walked to school. So we have used has and third form of the verb. Now let's understand perfect continuous tenses. You have to use has or have since they are perfect. Also they are continuous, so you have to use ing form of the verb and you have to add been to it. So the sentence becomes she has been walking since morning. Also you have to tell, since the action started in the past, so you have to tell us about when the action started. As you can see here in the sentence, she started walking in the morning. So now students, we have understood the rules for present tense. It's time for us to practice some questions so as to check how many of you have understood what are present tense and how to form sentences into 4 types of present tense. So let's see. On your screens, you can see the first exercise that says fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb. Let's do it together. She walked to school every day. So the correct answer should be she walks to school every day. Second sentence is I read a book right now. The correct form of read should be I am reading a book right now. Third sentence is we learn about tenses in English class. Here no correction is required. The correct form should be we learn about tenses in English class. Fourth sentence is they play soccer for an hour. The correct answer should be they have been playing soccer for an hour. Let's move on to the next exercise, which is spot the mistakes. Let's find out the mistakes and rectify them together. The first sentence is he eats breakfast every day. Here is wrong. It should not be here. The correct answer should be he eats breakfast every day. The next sentence is I have knew her for 5 years. The wrong word is knew. The answer should be I have known her for 5 years. Next sentence is they plays football now. Here plays is wrong. The correct answer should be they are playing football now. Next sentence is she reads a book now. Reads is wrong. The correct answer should be she is reading a book now. Next sentence, they have eating lunch. Here eating is wrong. The correct answer should be they have eaten lunch. Next sentence is I write stories in my free time. Here writes is wrong. The correct answer is I write stories in my free time. Just now we have done some practice questions on present tense. It's time for us to now understand some common pitfalls and also how to avoid mistakes while framing your answers or sentences in present tense. So we'll identify them as mistake type, the incorrect sentence, and also the correct sentence that should be used in place of the incorrect sentence. Say the first type that we do is mixing tenses. Normally while writing our answers, we mix up tenses. Like I am knowing the answer. This is incorrect. So how we need to rectify it? I know the answer. That is the correct answer for this. Now let's try to understand another common mistake that we often do while framing our answers. Subject-verb agreement. This is the most common mistake that is often found in your answers. Like she play football. No. Here the verb does not agree with the subject, so this is wrong. The way to correct it is she plays football. That is the correct subject. Now we have seen some common mistakes. Also we have understood how to avoid these mistakes. It's time for us to understand some common present tense fun facts. Well, I'll read them out for you. Like simple present is the most used tense in English. When we come to another fun fact, news headlines often use simple present for dramatic effect like earthquake hits city. Also, some verbs, example know, love, believe, are not used in continuous form. Like we never say knowing, loving and believing. That is wrong. also I am loving it is grammatically unusual but popularized by advertising. So now we have seen some common fun facts. It's time for a task now. The task is you have to write a short essay in about 150 to 200 words about your daily routine. The point is you have to use all the 4 types of present tense in your essay. Like, for example, you may start your answer like this. Every morning the sun rises over the hills, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink. As I sit on the porch, I am sipping my coffee, and so and on and on. So I am sure students, since you know what is a present tense, different types of present tense, and also the rules to make your sentences in present tense, and also some common mistakes that should be avoided. So you will be able to write your paragraph decently well. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, happy learning.